Specifically, she wanted advice from Kristen on this because she wants to ask some of their best friends to be the godparents of their children, but their friends are going through IVF right now, and she didn't know if it would be insensitive or not. So if you got something going on in your life, hit us up at thebertshow.com.
And the reason I'm assuming, is asking for my advice is because my husband went through not one but 2 rounds of IVF. You want me to read it?
Or I can.
I got it.
I got it.
Okay.
Dear Bert Show, love you. Listen every morning. I need a little advice, particularly advice from Kristen. So my husband and I recently found out we are expecting our second child. We have told only a small group of people, mostly family, but want to reach out to the potential godparents and tell them. We have put a lot of thought into who we have wanted to be our child's godparents. Little backstory. With our first child, his godparents were great friends, and we had a bit of a falling out and are no longer in touch with them. So me and my husband selected another couple in hopes they would be godparents to both of our kids. This is where things get a little tricky, and we're not sure how to approach it. My husband's best friend of 10 years and his new bride are by far the most thoughtful, caring, and exemplary couple we know. However, they've been struggling with infertility and have gone through several rounds of IVF with no success. We recently found out that they have several positive appointments when it comes to their fertility journey, and they're scheduled to go in to take a test at the end of the week. Here is where I need advice. My husband has been dying to tell someone and wants his best friend to be one of the first people to know, and I know he's not going to be able to keep it from him long. We don't know if we should ask them before they go to take their test or if we should wait until after. We're afraid if we ask them before, then we are potentially stealing their thunder after they have waited so long for this. To which we would be absolutely so thrilled for them, and we want them to be able to enjoy the moment. However, if we wait until after their test and the outcome is not good, then it could come off as inconsiderate and tasteless. We're not sure which way to go, but want to take these things into consideration. Kristen, having gone through IVF, which would you have preferred? Or is there a better way? Thanks again.
Thank you for reaching out, Courtney. For the record, I do not speak for all women who have struggled with infertility, nor do I speak for every person who has gone through IVF. I can only speak for myself and what I experienced and what my preference would be. Going through this journey, while it's different than this scenario, I mean, I had multiple friends get pregnant while I was struggling to conceive, and they struggled with telling me the news. And by struggling to tell the news, you actually put the onus on the person receiving it to make you feel better about it, when in actuality, I can be sad for me and happy for you at the same time. And that's something a dear friend taught me, like those feelings can coexist. And it's taken me a while to realize, oh, you can be happy and sad at the same time. So when it comes to this instance and asking them to be the godparents, and I'm putting myself in your friend's shoes, and they've had several positive appointments, which is great news. But if they've done several rounds of IVF, that first round, you are hella optimistic. And I got a positive pregnancy test, and then 6 days later found out that the numbers had tanked, and it was a biochemical pregnancy, and I was not pregnant. So that roller coaster of emotion, the more rounds you go, the more desensitized you get. And even though you're getting good news, it's like it's so hard to believe and embrace and truly enjoy, because you're like, all right, that's one hurdle I got over, but I see that next one in front of me, and I know I got to get over that one. I would wait until after the next test. And your family already know. You have a small group who already know. So, and I know your husband wants to tell, and you guys want to ask them to be the godparents. They have another appointment at the end of the week. They're scheduled to take a test. Let them take that test. And then after that, regardless of the outcome, give it like a week, ask them to be the godparents.
That's the way that you would have wanted it?
That's the way I would have wanted it, yes. So let them focus on that next test. And after the test, whether it is positive, whether it is negative, here's the thing. Even if you get that negative test, life goes on. And you got to dust yourself, pick yourself up, and figure out your next steps. Be courteous and considerate and give them, a little bit of time. But then by all means, we love you. We see how hard you're trying to start your family. We have no doubt you're going to be the most incredible parents. We would be so honored if you would be the godparents to our children.
Yeah, I want to give a little credit here also. I mean, I think it's a really beautiful thing that they're being so considerate about it. There's a lot of people that wouldn't even think twice about it. So the fact that you're kind of struggling with it speaks volumes about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the dialogue, so we love you. We see how hard you're trying. We'd be honored if don't bring up your apprehension to bringing them this news at all. Because like you said, that puts them in the,
Yes.
I have to tell you this is fine. I have to tell you this is okay, and I have to console you now.
Mm-hmm.
So leave that out of it entirely.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't have to be like, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know if we should ask you or not ask you. No, man. Leave all of that behind and just, hey, we're here for you. We see what you're going through, and we love you. And the fact that you are so steadfast and so strong, we know you would make the greatest godparents of all time. We would be so incredibly honored if you would be the godparents to our children.
It's great advice.
And I think and if you're that close, they're going to be honored. They're going to say yes. And then later, my friends told me they were pregnant, and of course I was elated for them. Oh, I got in a car and bawled my eyes out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, feeling sorry for myself, of course. I mean, that's okay. And that might happen here, but guess what? That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be excited. They're going to be honored. And on their own time, they'll be sad that they're not asking you to be the godparent of their child, but it'll be okay.
It's great stuff.
That's all I got.
The Bert Show.